The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
Live from New York City, the WWE Women's Championship is set to be defended as the Queen, Charlotte Flair, looks to take back her throne at the top of the mountain. This July will be 10 years since Charlotte Flair joined the main roster. She has accumulated championships across all brands in WWE, Raw, SmackDown, even NXT. Over 3 years ago, Flair walked away from the WWE, having accomplished everything there was to accomplish. But back in September, in this very building, Charlotte Flair answered the call of two of her fellow four horsewomen in Bayley and Becky Lynch, aligning alongside those two women in a successful outing in a six-woman tag team matchup. Charlotte Flair was back, re-entering the fold of the WWE on Monday Night Raw. Back to compete against a wide array of talent that has joined the ranks of Raw and SmackDown in recent years. But of course, Tiffany Stratton, the woman who won Queen of the Ring the same night of Flair's return, catching more interest than anyone else. Flair has wanted this matchup to test herself against someone who many believe is the best going in the women's division today. Tiffany Stratton has ran away from this challenge for months. Winning the Women's Championship only put a target on her back that much bigger. And now Tiffany Stratton must face the music. She might have escaped Rhea Ripley this past Monday night on Raw, but there's nowhere to run from Charlotte Flair, live and in living color here at the Royal Rumble. Will Charlotte Flair add another championship to her long list of accolades right here in Madison Square Garden? Take nothing away from the reigning, defending champion. She has beaten some of the best. She has broken out from the pack. She has put her name in the history books. Their inaugural Queen of the Ring winner. And your current WWE Women's Champion. Years from now, Stratton's name will read in those very history books. What Tiffany Stratton is out to do tonight is make sure when people look back on this night, the Royal Rumble 2025, the result reads one thing, and that's Tiffany Stratton defeated Charlotte Flair. But it is not going to be a walk in the park for that woman, the buff Barbie, the center of the universe, the Queen of the Ring. It is Tiffany Stratton's greatest challenge to date. She made it through 4 rounds of the Queen of the Ring tournament in the back half of the summer and bleeding into the fall. She defeated Bianca Belair by hook or by crook 2 months ago at Survivor Series to win the title. But can she retain the gold over the Queen, Charlotte Flair, at the Rumble?
Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair. And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Many will say that the title of Queen is up for grabs in this matchup as well. And although that is important, yes, and although that is a stroke of the ego for either Flair or Stratton, what is most important, what is the center fold of this contest, is the championship that was just held in the sky. The white leather, the gold plate, the WWE Women's Championship, who will kickstart their road to WrestleMania here tonight as the champion. We will find out. This is a dream match in many people's eyes. Flair versus Stratton is underway here in New York City. Rhea Ripley winning the Women's Royal Rumble matchup moments ago. Charlotte Flair defeated Rhea by hook or by crook, and we say that because it was really an unwelcomed assist from a mess up by Tiffany Stratton in that matchup, but Flair defeating Rhea to earn this contest 2 weeks ago at the Slammy Awards. Of course, Tiffany Stratton was set to go one-on-one with Rhea Ripley this past Monday night and pulled one out from underneath Rhea Ripley's nose, to say the least. Somehow sent Chelsea Green to the ring, and well, she got absolutely devoured. Kind of similar to how fast she was in and out of the Rumble. Nonetheless, there's nowhere to run for Tiffany Stratton tonight. The bell has sounded. Flair is in her crosshairs. Stratton is the prime target. Tiffany Stratton better bring her A-game, better bring what brought her to the dance, better bring the talents that brung her the crown of the queen back in September in this very building. Power bomb on the outside of the ring. A physical, demanding maneuver by the center of the universe in the early going. Once again, it was back in September, right here in Madison Square Garden, that on the same night, Tiffany Stratton defeated former women's champion in Liv Morgan in the semifinals, and then went on to the main event, the finals of the tournament, to take down SmackDown's Raquel Rodriguez to win the inaugural Queen of the Ring tournament. That earned Stratton an opportunity to challenge whomever may hold the women's championship 2 months ago at Survivor Series, and as you saw when she made the ring walk, she made the most of that opportunity as well. Cannot take anything away from Stratton. You may not like her attitude, but she finds a way to get it done inside of the ring. But her back is against the wall tonight, no doubt about it. It's her toughest test to date. Charlotte Flair, just as we said about Stratton, will bring her A-game. Looks like Tiffany's trying to add some wrinkles to her arsenal here, muscling Charlotte Flair down with this armbar. But Charlotte Flair, definitely, I would say, the stronger of the two. Really untapped potential. When you talk about all the talent of Charlotte Flair, many underestimate the strength of the original queen. Trying to throw a couple haymakers there, rearrange the pretty looks of Tiffy. Flair up against the ropes. Charlotte Flair looking to spoil Tiffy time tonight. What's Stratton got in mind here? Oh no, Flair going flying right into the middle rope. That's going to take out the windpipe of the challenger. Flair might catch herself gasping for air in a moment. Tiffany Stratton, I'll tell you, trying to mix up her game plan in a hopeful road to victory tonight. Heading to the top rope. She's extremely comfortable from up there. Olympic-level gymnast is the women's champion. Drop kick lands on the money. And now she's got Charlotte Flair where she wants her, at least for the moment. Goes for the elbow. Charlotte Flair explodes with a chop. One heard around New York City. Stratton wants none of that. Might have been grabbing some of the hair that time. Referee needs to make sure Stratton's not bending any rules. Not that it would be something new out of the women's champion. It's the same woman who tried to expose the turnbuckle, expose the steel underneath of it to aid Rhea Ripley 2 weeks ago. Only came back to bite her. And well, Stratton's really her own worst enemy, and the reason she got Charlotte this matchup tonight at the Royal Rumble. Tiffany Stratton wanted no part of Charlotte Flair for months on Monday Night Raw. Saw the challenge that it could be and said, I don't need that. Charlotte Flair was going to do anything she had to do to get her matchup with Tiffany Stratton, and the fact that Stratton is now the women's champion only upped the ante. Only put the target on Stratton's back that much bigger. Now Tiffany Stratton, as we said before, has got to face the music here in Madison Square Garden. Will she shine? Will she thrive under the pressure? Or will she crumble? Will Charlotte Flair once again prove that she is a diamond in the rough and once again win women's championship gold? Charlotte Flair with much more big match experience from Tiffany. Although she has gotten plenty of experience over the last year, it does not outweigh the near decade that Charlotte Flair has been on the main roster here in the WWE. Take away those couple of years Flair is away from the ring, she has clearly shown in recent months that she has not lost a step, and maybe better than ever. Flair utilizing those chops a couple of times to create some distance. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it with Flair like Charlotte. Stratton rolling to the outside, trying to get her wits about her. That's about as far as she can run from Charlotte tonight at the Royal Rumble. Stratton, of course, with the championship advantage, but rest assured Charlotte is going to do anything she's got to do to ensure the decision is made between the ropes here tonight in New York City. Tiffany Stratton back inside the ring into the praying arms of the challenger. Here's the original queen. Fall away slam. A lot of Charlotte's moveset can be a throwback inside of that ring. Some old school professional wrestling. as you'll see right there, just going to wear down the legs of Stratton. That's going to do a number of things. Of course, take away some of the speed and some of the agility of the current champion, but also soften up Stratton for a possible figure-8 submission hold. Charlotte Flair has learned from the best. It is in her blood, this industry. It's why she's had so much success. It's why, win, lose, or draw tonight, we are witnessing a future Hall of Famer in the flesh. Tiffany Stratton looking for the biggest feather in her cap. Charlotte Flair, however, looking to prove she still has what it takes to be at the top of the queendom in WWE. Oh, wow, massive counter by Flair. Nice powerbomb. Little measure of revenge for the one that Stratton gave to her earlier on the outside of the ring and really sent Stratton on a momentum ride down the path of this matchup. It's a kick out by the champion that time. Charlotte Flair looking to continue the offense, and there's Stratton off the reversal. Tiffany Stratton looking to head back to the top. Extremely comfortable from the heavens. Swanton bomb. That maneuver has won her matches in the past. Will it do so again tonight? Not just yet. Stratton saw the opportunity and she took it. That is why we say, as much as you may not like the ego of Tiffany Stratton, as much as you may not respect some of the underhanded tactics she may employ at times, you cannot deny the talent of the current women's champion. Getting caught in a scoop and a slam by Flair. Nothing pretty about it, but certainly effective. It's a picture-perfect Swanton bomb moments ago by Stratton, and just as it is, a picture-perfect tackle by Flair. And back inside the ring, the fight progresses. I'm sure Rhea Ripley has got her eyes on this matchup. We will wait to see in the coming days and weeks who Rhea will choose to fight at WrestleMania. Will it be the WWE Women's Champion? Will it be the Women's World Champion on SmackDown? All questions we remain an answer to as Stratton perched on the top. Flair in hot pursuit. Wait a minute! Spanish fly by the original queen! Into the cover! Tiffany Stratton able to survive. You want to talk about adding new wrinkles to your arsenal? Look no further as Charlotte Flair looking to expend all options to win the Women's Championship tonight. New York City on their feet in appreciation of what Charlotte Flair just brought to the table. Stratton able to survive, but how much was taken out of the reigning, defending Queen of the Ring? Dumped on the back of her neck. Charlotte looking like a well-oiled machine inside of that ring. She is doing it, and she's doing it with Flair. Might have spoke too soon, might have took her eye off the ball, gave Stratton, oh wow. Tiffany Stratton with the disrespect to the veteran, slapping her in the face and ragdolling her off the canvas. Oh, now look, Tiffany looking for a way out. Feet on the ropes, trying to screw over Charlotte Flair. Better luck next time. Hey, you look back at Charlotte Flair's decade here in the WWE, decade plus. That's not necessarily an unblemished resume. Where you think Tiffany Stratton learned some of the tricks that she's got? Charlotte Flair nearly stealing the victory. We got ourselves a good one for the Women's Championship. Stratton fighting for her life, fighting for her right to be known as the Queen of WWE. Charlotte trapped into the corner, and Stratton is starting to get physical. You saw the slap to the face, the ragdolling of Flair off the canvas, the boot, and again, Charlotte bounces off the floor. Tiffany Stratton is starting to get fired up. Charlotte Flair, just when you thought she had this matchup won off the Spanish Fly a few minutes ago, Stratton has turned the tables, spinning back elbow, excuse us. Charlotte Flair ever explosive. Stratton may be seeing stars, counting sheep, pick your poison, and now falls up with an exploder. Kick it up. Oh man. Tiffany Stratton's gonna be shaking in her boots. Flair full head of steam. Just when you thought Stratton turned the tables, Here comes the veteran experience on display. Tiffany Stratton may have had some big matches over the last year in WWE upon her ascension to the top, but Charlotte Flair knows what it's like to be under these kind of bright lights as she heads to the top again. Wow, what a maneuver to the outside! Coming crashing down on the women's champion with a corkscrew moonsault. Charlotte Flair throwing caution in the wind, all in the means of success here at the Royal Rumble. Back inside the ring to win the title. It is not over yet. It is not over yet. Tiffany Stratton survives a moment longer. Oh wait, Flair's got her in prime position for a natural selection. Count the three, crown the queen. Maybe not. Tiffany Stratton resilient as all hell. Charlotte had to think it was it. The corkscrew moonsault to the outside. Natural selection, but you gotta give the devil her due. Tiffany Stratton is hanging in there with one of the best to ever do it. And now the center of the universe, trying to find any window of opportunity. Muscles Charlotte Flair up, goes for the pin, only gets the one. Stratton certainly has got some catching up to do in this match. Who is gonna leave the world's most famous arena and start down the path to WrestleMania in March as the WWE Women's Champion on Monday Night Raw? Charlotte Flair once again trapped between a rock and a hard place, up in the corner. Stratton just trying to go to the well with what works. Stratton has found success in this very building before. Will lightning strike twice? Counter by Flair. Tiffany Stratton's biggest struggle in this matchup has been finding sustained momentum just when you think she's got Charlotte where she wants her. Charlotte rises again, just as we're seeing in this moment. Double back breaker. Stratton crawling to the corner, probably wishing she was crawling out of New York City. Flair collapses her with a boot right to the good looks. Charlotte's going back up top. The moneymaker of Tiffany Stratton was just knocked senseless a moment ago. Charlotte Flair going for the axe hammer. I think a little bit out of position with Stratton, or maybe Flair slipped up on the ropes. One or the other. Either way, high risk does not pay Flair dividends. Stratton stacks her up. A momentary misstep can cause even the best of them to fall short at the finish line. Stratton, prettiest moonsault ever, saw the opportunity and took it. She's got her. Stratton retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Like her, love her, or hate her, you gotta respect the survival instincts of one center of the universe. Tiffany Stratton proving to be the rightful queen on top of the throne. Outlasting the veteran in Charlotte Flair in an incredible performance, and is leaving Madison Square Garden still WWE Women's Champion. WrestleMania has come and gone, but the aftershock is only beginning. The fallout from the biggest stage has sent shockwaves through the WWE. And now, the first battleground of the new season awaits at Backlash. Live from the LDLC Arena in Lyon, France, championships will be defended, rivalries reignited, and scores settled in an unforgiving fashion. The future is now, and the future is coming to France. Who will rise? Who will fall? And who will seize their moment in the chaos? The road beyond WrestleMania kickstarts here at WWE Backlash.